Hello everyone, and this is EC the Gamer, and here we go with the Earth Defense Force 5 review. I finally finished the game, and I gotta say the game was very uh, it was a bit better than the previous one that I played, Earth Defense 4 4.1. Uh, I must say the game definitely showcased why Air Defense Force is still around. They're still making games. There are definitely some really fun games. And they again prove it with this game. Uh, so yeah, let's go and talk a bit more about the game. So yeah, this time around with Earth Defense Force and the Earth Defense Force 5, they actually changed this. When it comes to the story, they actually change it. For those who, if you have seen me play the previous one, 4.1, and or if you have seen other of the previous game, there was one called Earth Defense for 2017, and then 2025, which is actually 4.1, only that they remastered. They did something, they added new content or something like that. That's the one that I play. And then this one, Earth Defense Force 5. So the previous ones, the story has always been like Earth Defense Force is exactly what it says there. Is essentially it's a force that it's like, essentially, if I remember correctly, it was formed by the United Nations or something like that, by pretty much all the nations of the world, to fight off, whatever, any force that needs, that is of something of bigger scale, in this case alien invasions. So yeah, but it was like a military, especially a government unit. But then this game actually changed the story from a public, a force, a government force, to a private corporation, essentially, who trains and prepares the soldiers. So that's already a difference from the previous games. And then the other major thing is the designs of the enemies. The story, yes, it changed, but overall it was actually the thing that really got me to that I saw a real change was actually the different changes in the designs of the enemies. Not much so the ants and the spiders, though. Those type of the enemies here, they pretty much are the same, although they added some new versions, so that's what's really cool. But it's one of the best things was the let me give you an example. The Hectors in the previous game, they were like these big robots, but they were really they were really tall, and I don't know, each time you fire at them, they moved really weird. But other than that, that was the only, you could say, alien, the only alien invader representation of aliens in that game. There was nothing else. This game, they definitely made it really awesome, because they actually finally show us the aliens, and they were very difficult in this game. They were smart. It was weird. I felt that for a game like this, the AI of that game, of that specific enemy, was really smart. Every now and then there was you were shooting at them, they would all roll over. They would make many movements. They would actually jump every now and then. They would also, if there are, how do you call them, buildings, they would actually use cover. So that was very unique. and they were smart. And the game make it clear that they were smart because they never actually gave us, like, for example, this spiders, ants, or whatever other enemies in the game. They will always give you like 50, hundreds of them at the same time. With the aliens, they were very careful of not putting a lot of them because they were very difficult. I mean, like really hard to fight because they were actually smarter and they use long range weapons, so that made them much harder. So that was in the talking about the enemies, they definitely did a better job this time. Even the spaceship, everything, they really they changed a lot of things that were really great. So those are the story. I'm not going to say like it's something groundbreaking because they're not, but it's there, you know, interesting. I think they focus on, rather than just Earth Defense Force saving, you could always hear how civilians were also entering the Earth Defense Force to join the fight and whatever. So the story was there, it was okay. The enemies I definitely like, even some of the newer designs. Some I didn't, but there were most of them were really okay. One thing that I'm going to say from this game that I did not like is the length of the game. The game is too long for what the game is. Don't get me wrong, if you're playing with friends, which I didn't play the online, but I did play 4.1, and I definitely know that it's a good game to play online with your friends. I totally recommend it, playing it that way. But if you can see from that perspective, there's a lot of content for all your friends there, but it's way too repetitive. And again, all the other Earth Defense 4 games, they are repetitive, but I feel that this game just went too far. I think it was like 110 missions. The other games had like 80 missions or so. I think that was an okay length of missions, you know, a number of missions. This one, again, it's repetitive. In the other games, even though they're repetitive, I was able to withstand it, but this time it was really hard for me to sometimes play. But there were some really amazing missions, even better than some of the others in the other games. So yeah, let's see what else can I say. One thing that I want to make clear is, if you're looking for the best graphics, the best frame rate, you know, a next gen game or whatever, this is a PS4 game, of course, so there's not really next gen there. But if you're looking for something like of The Last of Us graphics, don't expect that, because it's not here, and it is for a reason. You know, these games are pretty much a parody of movies from the past. You know, those where you have giant ants, giant aliens, giant spiders, those kind of things. And the frame rate is, I mean, how can they, with so much craziness that is happening in the screen at the same time, it's just so hard. It's hard to expect from them to make a, you know, a very beautiful game with the frame rate, you know, being incredible or whatever. No, this game is not like that, but it's a really fun game. So that's pretty much it. You know, I'm not going to make this review really long because there's really not a lot to say. You know, the game's really fun. It's a long game. I definitely recommend it playing with friends. I think that can maybe help with the time. You can play it online or a split screen, I think, so that should be okay. I play alone. That's what I try to play solo in these games. Not only that, I only play Ranger, so I'm only giving you from the Ranger perspective, which the Ranger is the all-around unit in this game. The best, not the best class, but one of the well-rounded units. The others are the wind divers, fencers, air raiders, and they have their own advantages, especially if you play with your friends. The Wind Divers is definitely my favorite one. Then comes the Fencers. Ranger, Fencers, and Air Raiders. That's my that's how I position them in terms of how great they are or not. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Great game, especially to play with friends. There's a lot of content here. It's one of the longest one of the Air Defense Force. So and there's also a lot of DLC. I didn't buy those, but there's more DLC. So even if you play the game, there's more content that you can buy or that kind of thing. So yeah, I went and looked my rating for the Air Defense 4 4.1, and I gave it an 8. This one I'll give it an 8.5. I said it's a bit better than the other one, but not like, oh my god, it's groundbreaking. They did change a lot of things, so that's why I'm giving it a bit much of a higher note, because they definitely, I personally gave it the other a 9 because I love it, and I will give it this in personally, we take like this, I don't know to say, professional rating. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Personally, sorry, not an 8. Is actually, I gave this one, Air Defense Force 5, an 8.5, a bit higher than the other one. Personally, the two, both of them, I will give it a 9. But if I were to be honest for everyone, it's an 8 for the first one and an 8.5 for this one. They're very enjoyable games. Again, I'm not focusing on the graphics because you can with this game. This is like Dynasty Warriors. There's some things in this game that you simply can't focus on. The graphics, the frame rate, those kind of things. It is what it is, But really fun games. Totally recommend it. I still need to play. The next one that I'm going to play is Air Defense Force Iron Rain. Iron Rain. I think that's the name. Essentially was a spin-off. It's not like from the numerical games, so we'll see how that goes. Those tends to be, for a lot of people, they don't like them because they mostly do them like story focus, and again, I said it before here, this game, the story is not its main strength, so we'll see. But yeah, this game is enjoyable. That's pretty much everything that I can say. Definitely recommend it for everyone to play. It's a fun game, I believe there's going to be another one, the 6th, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to do a short review. Again, this game is not something groundbreaking, but it's a really good game. I definitely, especially if you play with friends, I believe you're going to like. Even though I didn't play it online, I know that you're going to like based on how the game is. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As always, guys, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Also, don't forget to subscribe, to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, leave a comment, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that way you can get notified of the videos on the channel. So that's all for now. Easy the Gamer signing off. I will see you on the next video.